Hi, welcome back to the Westside Programming channel. Before we start, subscribe, and press the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates. Using the Inline CSS Style. Inline CSS uses the style attribute in the opening tag to apply CSS directly to individual HTML elements. This approach works best for brief, targeted style adjustments that don't call for reusability. For instance, p_style equals color blue, font size, 16px, transforms a single paragraph into a blue color and a 16px font size. Especially in larger projects, inline CSS can make the HTML code more difficult to read and manage, even while it enables you to make changes instantly without generating a separate CSS file or style block. Furthermore, inline CSS is not reusable, which may result in unnecessary code if several elements require the same styles. It works well for testing, minor projects, and one-time styling requirements. Inline CSS is applied directly to specific HTML elements using the style attribute. This method is useful for applying unique styles to individual elements. Inline CSS applies styles directly to HTML elements via the style attribute within the element. It's useful for quick styling or overriding styles for specific elements, but it's not recommended for maintaining large-scale or reusable codebases. Here's an example that demonstrates inline CSS that incorporates a responsive pricing card with hover effects and gradients. This time, the focus will be on displaying a pricing card with dynamic styles applied directly to the elements. Inline CSS Setup. Style attribute. Each HTML element includes styles directly within the style attribute. Dynamic hover effects. The on-mouse over and on-mouse out event handlers modify styles dynamically for elements like the card and button. Advanced features. Gradient background. The card has a linear gradient background for a modern aesthetic. Responsive hover effects. Card grows slightly, scale 1.05, and gains a stronger shadow on hover. The button changes its background and text color on hover. Dynamic pricing format. Font sizes differ in price value, $49 and unit/month. Key components. Transitions. Smooth transitions for hover effects are achieved with the transition. Pseudo content with inline CSS. Although no pseudo elements are explicitly used, the inline on mouse over and on mouse out events dynamically mimic pseudo class behavior. Lists for features. A feature list with checkmarks, heavy checkmark, makes the pricing card informative. When you open this HTML file in a browser, Premium Pricing Card appears in the center of the page. Hover effects. Card slightly enlarges, and its shadow becomes more pronounced. The Subscribe Now button changes color dynamically to match the card's gradient. Pricing display. Price, $49 per month, is styled with size variation for clarity. Features list. A clean, visually distinct list highlights the plan's offerings. Limitations of inline CSS. While this example demonstrates the versatility of inline CSS, for larger projects, external or internal CSS is recommended for better maintainability and scalability.